Hey, what's up guys, it's Jamie, aka the Economist, coming at you guys today with episode 3 of Trading to the Top. Real quick before we get into the episode, I want to take a couple of seconds and thank you guys for the awesome feedback that you guys have been leaving me on my channel recently. Your like to view ratio has been insane and the comments you guys have been leaving me have been really positive. Truly thank you for that, it's been awesome. So to quickly catch you guys up on the two games that I played while you guys were away, this guy scored a cheeky penalty in the 5th minute, but then he went and decided to shush me. And if there's one thing that I can't stand in FIFA, it's being shushed, especially for something as silly as a 5th minute penalty. So what I decided to do was go and absolutely pummel him. I kept 65% of the possession, took 15 shots on target, and after the 4th goal, I decided to give him a little bit of taste of his own medicine and shushed him right back. Following that, he rage quit, moving us to 8-0. Moving on to the next game, Eriksen working a bit of magic in the box, and then he tucks it into that upper V. Right after that, this guy rage quit as well, meaning that we were actually able to clinch the Division 9 title, earning us an extra 3,000 coins and ensuring that we remain undefeated at 9-0. So as you guys can see, that's going to put us on 13,364 coins, and the two games that we're going to be playing this episode are going to be our first two in Division 8. So just a quick look at the squad before we get into the game. If things don't go tremendously wrong this episode and we get at least a couple of upgrade points, we're probably going to be looking to move out that center back and right back pairing from Argentina, as they just don't fit in the BPL chemistry that we're going to be moving towards. Also, some player performances to note. Joe Gomez in his 77 pace is a real asset, especially on counterattacks, and then our goalkeeper Hogard has been a huge improvement over our previous atrocity of Al Shamari, so things are looking a little bit brighter. One final thing before we get into the games, I had a request to go over the custom tactics and player instructions that I use for my 4-2-3-1 formation. If you don't feel like watching that and just want to get straight into the action, I'll leave a link on the screen right now that you can click on that'll take you right to the start of the action. So for those of you that stayed, the general philosophy that I use for the 4-2-3-1 formation is centered around the ability of the center attacking mid to facilitate quick counterattacks up the middle of the opponent's defense. So with that in mind, the first instruction that we're going to have is that we're going to tell our striker to stay central and act as a target man. And the reason for this is because I think what's really important in this formation is to have that striker act as sort of like a facilitator. He's going to be the one that's going to be receiving the ball when we're countering out and laying it off to our more skillful players in the form of our center attacking mids. Moving on to our two forward-most center attacking mids, basically what I tell these guys to do is I tell them to get into the box for crosses. I know it's sweaty, but basically I cut into the box and lay it off for them for a first time finish. I also tell one of the center attacking mids to actually get forward. I like to have at least two options up, especially when we're counterattacking, and then the other one, obviously, I just want to help back for defense. For the center attacking mid, I actually don't change anything. A lot of people prefer that you change the stick to position setting to free roam. I don't prefer that. I think it makes them sort of run out of energy early in the game. You can ignore me for the rest of the changes that I recommend in this formation, but I highly recommend that you put your center defensive mids on cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking. Cut passing lanes because I want them to be basically hovering around and making it so that it's really difficult to penetrate my back four, and stay back while attacking because I basically want to allow those four up top to do pretty much whatever they want. The final change that I make to this formation is that I tell the back on the side of the forward-most center attacking mid that I've told to basically stay forward, I tell him to stay back while attacking, just to add a little bit of extra defensive support on that side. In terms of custom tactics, I usually don't make any changes just because it's such a pain to make any changes to it this year because you can't actually save a custom tactic. If things are going badly, I usually will make a couple of changes at halftime, and those include increasing the speed of play to about 75 and then dropping the depth of my defensive line way back, like to 20, and then decreasing the width of my defense to about 35. If you have a different way that you play your 4-2-3-1 formation, leave it down in the comments below. If you have any questions about why I do certain things the way I do, or if you have any recommendations for me, feel free to leave those down in the comments as well. On to the first game of the episode. He's got a pretty solid Liga BBVA squad. He's definitely got the best team that we played so far in this series, so I was a little bit worried that our win streak was in jeopardy. Hoping to ease those worries, Ledesma cuts into the box, looks for the far post shot, but no dice at this time. Just about 10 minutes later, Eriksen beats his man at the corner of the 18, takes a shot, but again it's saved away. A short while later, directly off a goalkeeper's mistake, Stoto looks for the shot, but his 36 volleys showed their true colors there. Then, after missing what must have been 5 more quality chances, Romeo finds himself in the box, lays it off to Hesketh, and well, yeah, that's about as sweaty as it's going to get, but it's going to give us 5 more minutes for the goal, and then 2 extra minutes because it's a debut goal for Hesketh. Then, at the 40th minute mark, Hesketh cuts the ball back to Eriksen, who looks for the shot, but somehow Diego Alves denies Eriksen from point-blank range. Then just before halftime, off yet another keeper mistake, Hesketh plays in Dudo, who, well, to my surprise, actually puts it in the back of the net. So we're actually going to be up 2-0 going into the half, and we're going to get 5 more minutes of trading time. Just a quick look at the halftime stats will tell you quite definitively who's on top in this game. Looking for more of the same in the second half, Eriksen gets us off to a good start by beating a couple of men off the kickoff, dribbles towards the box, and as he normally does, works his way into the box, looks for the shot, and somehow, yet again, Diego Alves denies Eriksen point-blank range. But the opportunity for redemption would come quickly after, as his defender makes a rash tackle on Dudo. Eriksen sets up for the penalty and makes no mistake about that one, slotting it into the top left-hand corner. That's going to give us 5 more minutes for the goal, and then 2 extra minutes because it's an Eriksen goal. Shortly after, Dudo finds himself through a goal once again. He cuts it back, the defender falls to the floor, he looks for the shot, the keeper saves it, and we're gonna get another rage quit. So that's gonna be 7 minutes for the rage quit, 5 minutes for the win, and then 10 minutes because of the win streak. It's also gonna give us 402 coins for match bonus, and then 3 points on our way to promotion in Division 8. So coming off that win, we had to apply 2 contracts before getting into the final game of the episode, one to Eleni and then one to Buga. And then for the final game of the episode, we come up against this guy, who is an 85 rated team in Division 8. Division 8. Hopefully my 65 rated team can come up with a miracle. Things don't get off to a good start as Neymar, basically dribbling my entire team, cuts into the box, looks for the far post shot, and thank goodness Hogard has a 6-6 frame because I don't think many of the bronze goalkeepers would save that. If there's one man that can give us hope in a game like this, it's Eriksen. He beats PK with the ball roll, beats Pepe with LT archery dribbling, spins out PK, looks to get into the box, looks for the shot, and he's not going to miss from there. So it's going to put us up 1-0 in the game and give us 5 minutes of trading for the goal and 2 extra minutes for the Eriksen goal. A short while later, Eriksen's going to work himself a little bit of space in the midfield. He's going to see Romeo making a fantastic run through into the box. He's going to look to finish at the near post, and he gets it. So that's going to put us up 2-0 in the game and then give us 5 minutes for the goal and 2 more minutes for the Eriksen assist. Looking to extend our lead here, Dudo's actually going to pick the ball up off a goalkeeper mistake and just slot it into that. Just kidding, Dudo sucks at finishing. After that appalling miss, we're going to be looking for a little bit of redemption with Buga, who's dribbling down the right-hand side. Find Eriksen in the middle, and he's not going to miss that one. That's how you're supposed to do it, Dudo. So it's going to give us 5 minutes for the goal, put us up 3-0, and then it's going to be 2 extra minutes because it's an Eriksen goal. Just a little bit later, I think you guys know what's coming. Yep, that's going to be 8 for 11 rage quits, so apparently the way I play is absolutely unbearable. It's going to give us 5 minutes for the win, 7 minutes for the rage quit, and then 11 minutes for the win streak. It's going to give us 277 coins of match bonus and put us on 2-0, won 6 points in Division 8. Okay, so now it's time to select our trading method that we're going to be using for the next hour and 23 minutes. Those win streaks are really starting to add up. I'm actually hoping for a contract trading method again today. It just worked so effectively last time, and this time around, I actually think I can get away with selling the contracts at 300 bid and 350 buy now, so that would be an absolutely insane profit margin and would really get us a lot of upgrade points, probably the 5 if I was able to get it. Okay, now time to spin it. Come on. Okay, choose any, I'll take that. That actually means we're going to be able to, I'm just going to choose the contract trading method because I think, given the amount of coins that we have and given the market conditions, I think the contract trading method is probably the safest bet for us to get 5 upgrade points. So I'll see you in an hour and 23 minutes. Okay, so while I'm trading in the background there, I do want to talk to you guys about a little bit of feedback I've been getting on my trading methods recently. So you guys will know that in my trading methods, I share with you guys exact methods. Now what I mean by that is that I give you exact price points to buy things at and then exact price points to sell things at. While that does make things a little bit easier for you guys, it does come with one particular disadvantage. And that is if the prices of these cards changes, then the method, as I've said it in the video or the post, don't really work anymore. A perfect example of this is the last trading method that I had on my channel, the rare contract trading method. In the video, I basically said that you should bid on rare gold contracts of 200 apiece and then sell them at 250 bid and 300 buy now. Since then, Team This Season has gone out of packs, meaning that the number of packs being open has gone down, meaning that the number of consumables on the market has gone down. Now, what's happened is that you can only really get these contracts now at basically 250 bid. Essentially, the point that I'm trying to make is that the methods aren't going to work stock as I've said them in the video. However, when this happens, I encourage you guys to go out and try and find a way to make the method work. This is because usually the core fundamentals of the method, in this case flipping contracts, still actually works. It's just that they're going to be working at a different price point. That being said, if you can't figure out how to adjust the method for yourself, I encourage you to ask a question down in the comments. Not only will many other people probably have the same question as you, but I also try and read and respond to every single one of the comments, so hopefully I can help you adjust it. Anyway, let's see how we did in trading. Okay, well, I'm done trading. Things didn't go that well this time around. I basically ended up having to buy the contracts at 250 a piece. As you can see right here, I've got a full transfer list of them going for 300 bid and 350 buy now. I'm actually not sure if those are gonna sell on at all. And then I've got 26 more contracts in my club. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep relisting them. Hopefully someone will buy them for 300 at least. At this point, I'm pretty much just trying not to make a loss, but I'll see you when I've sold them all. Okay, so I just got done telling you guys that I did really poorly trading. As it turns out, that's apparently not the case. As you can see, we have 17,685 coins. If my calculations are correct, that is 3,642 coins of profit, which is 26% profit margin, which means we're going to get 4 upgrade points. Now, granted, it did take a ridiculous number of tries for me to sell all of those contracts on at 300 to 350 a piece, but per the rules of this trading to the top, it all counts, even if it did take me 15 realist tries as it did with this particular example. Okay, so it's upgrade time, and we have 4 upgrade points to use. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, I wanted to replace that Primera Division Argentinian pair in the bottom right hand corner of our team because it's the only thing keeping us back from 100 chemistry at the moment. So our first new addition to the team is going to be the English right back from Chelsea, Aina. He's 20 years old, he plays at Chelsea, and he's got some really decent pace on him. Not the best defending stats, but one thing that's really unique about this card is that he's usually going for about 800 coins, and we were able to pick him up at 400 coins on a bid that just no one else was watching. So when it does come time to sell him, we're actually probably going to be able to make a profit on him, which is always nice. So the next addition to the team is going to be the Canadian center back from West Ham, Daniel Henry. He does have some questionable defending stats. The main reason that I went with him is because he's got some good pace on him, and he was really cheap when we bought him. We actually got him on a pretty good snipe. Usually he goes for 700 coins, but we managed to pick him up at 450 coins. So again, when we do sell him on, hopefully we'll be able to sell him on for a profit. And being that our current striker, Dudo, couldn't finish his own lunch, let alone a goal scoring opportunity, we're going to be replacing him with a striker named Campbell from Crystal Palace. He's got some pretty good pace on him and a decent shooting stat for a non-rare silver card, and he actually came pretty cheap. Alright, just a final look at the team now. We're on 66 rating and that promised land of 100 chemistry. We have 16,360 coins, we're 11-0, and we have 2 wins in Division 8 already, so things are looking pretty good. That's pretty much going to do it for this episode, but I do have one question for you guys before I go, and that is, should I use my free FUT draft token? Be sure to let me know what you guys think of that down in the comments below, but other than that, it's been Jamie, aka the FUT Economist. Keep your trade piles full, stay rational, and I'll see you in the next video.